Look at this right here. See how dirty this brake fluid is? Just bought this car like a week ago. Very dirty. So filthy. Looks like the previous owner never flushed the brake fluid. This is what you're gonna need: a box end wrench, 5/16, and brake bleeder, one man brake bleeder that you connected to your air compressor. The first way you want to bleed the brake out, which is the farthest side away from your reservoir, which is the driver's side rear, which is that side over there. And then you need, after that, you need to bleed the other side, which is the passenger side rear. After that, you bleed the front driver's side, and the last wheel to bleed out is the passenger side front. You want to make sure the cap is on properly. See this little nipple right here? This is where you unscrew it and the brake fluid will come out from this right here. It's 5/16. See how it's coming out? Then you need to put this on. Okay, now it's on. Then you loosen the nipple and then hit the trigger. Fluid coming out. Ooh, that's so dirty. Now you want to keep bleeding the brake out all the way down to the bottom before you add a new brake fluid in. Just want to make sure to get all the old fluid out. Alright, just a little bit more to go. Just so you know, I'm still bleeding the one from the farthest side of the brake reservoir, which is the driver's side rear. Just to let you know that this reservoir has two chambers. One usually for the rear brakes, and the other chamber which is for the front. As you can see, there's some fluid in there because it has a little divider. This one's gonna be for the front brakes, and this one's gonna be for the rear brakes. And this is what I'm using: Prestone brake fluid .3. It's good for 50,000 miles fluid life. But usually the rule of thumb is you want to flush out your brake fluid once every 2 to 3 years. Add this in. Add it all the way to the max. Now it's to the max level. Go ahead and close the lid and bleed out some more until you see new fluid coming through. When you tighten this little screw right here, don't over tighten it, just kind of snug it. Make sure there's no fluid coming out. You don't have to torque it down, just tighten it by hand. Now you come to this side, passenger side rear. That's your next wheel that you need to bleed out. See how the fluid is kind of clear, getting better. That means the new fluid went through already. FYI, the first brake line that you bleed out, it will take longer than the rest of the wheels because you are bleeding out on the longest brake line in your car. Now the next wheel is on the driver's side. As you can see, I do it on the floor. I don't have to jack the car up. So you do the same thing. Now you see what I'm talking about? See that chamber right there? That's for the front wheel. Now it's getting empty now. Now you need to add some more fluid in. Top it off to the max point. See how that fluid come out so dirty? That's for the front wheel's chamber inside that brake reservoir. So you need to bleed it out one more time, and that should be done. And then you need to move to the last wheel, which is passenger side front. Now this is the last wheel I'm gonna do. This is the last wheel I bleed out, and look at the dirty brake fluid. Now you need to top this off. Get it to the max line. Close the cap. What you need to do is to pump the brake. Make sure you got pressure. Got plenty of pressure right there. After you pump the brake, start the ignition. Test it out. That's it. You're all done. Thanks for watching.